XCN will explode when the Clarity Act passes. If you're bullish on XRP, you should be bullish on XCN. XRP right now is sitting at an $86 billion market cap, $1.41, right, for XRP. I think XCN has the potential to get to $1 as well, if not $3 to $5 in the long term, right? If you take a look at XRP's tokenomics, what is the supply showing us? What is the total supply of XRP? XRP is sitting at 100 billion total supply, right? So the token, and with 60.9% of the total supply circulating. XRP is the perfect example of a coin. If you take a look at coin market cap right here, this is where a lot of the coins are sitting at. From 2014, XRP was at $0.0047, under 0.005, right? And then it made its move as the time went by, a couple of years passed, and then you saw XRP run all the way to $3, right? And I think projects like XCN will make a similar move. Right now, the fear and greed index is at 8. This is the lowest it's ever been in the history of the fear and greed index on CoinMarketCap existing. Bitcoin is under $69,000 right now. And if you take a look at XCN, XCN is basically the same price XRP was in 2015, 2016, right? And this is why I think 100,000 XCN tokens, it's not gonna break the bank. It's not gonna put you in debt. It's not gonna, make you say, oh, crypto ruined me if something goes wrong. It's not. That's not going to be the case, because that's just $550. If you lose that, you have an honest living, you got a job, you have some type of hustle that you do, you can make that back easily, right? So 100,000 XCN right now, in my opinion, could potentially have the long-term growth potential of $100,000 at $1 per XCN, right? And $200,000 to $300,000 at $2 to $3 per XCN. Why do I say this? Look at the tokenomics. So XRP has $100 billion total supply. XCN has 68.89 billion total supply, with 53.72% of the supply circulating. So even at this stage, XCN has better tokenomics than XRP does, right? The only thing that XCN lacks, in my opinion, it's not the tech, it's not the fundamentals, it's the awareness, the marketing, the community, the amount of people that are willing to buy XCN, because retail investors, they're still so focused on major market cap projects. Lower and smaller market cap projects have a tough time. But I think after the Clarity Act passes, that's going to be the catalyst that takes XCN to the next level, right? So 100,000 XCN right now is $547. It's just under 203 million in market cap. And like I said, you could potentially see a 10 cent to 30 cent to $1 to $3 XCN. Once XCN makes a move like XRP does, right? So what is the Clarity Act? The Clarity Act is basically the ultimate bill for the regulation of crypto. So companies and market makers, Coinbase, Binance, Robinhood, etc., could onboard more retail investors to crypto, unlike anything we've seen before, right? So the Clarity Act protects everyday Americans. The bill ensures everyday Americans have tools, information, and protection they need to safely participate in digital assets. It also delivers regulatory clarity. The bill establishes clear rules by drawing a bright line between the SEC, CFTC jurisdiction, replacing the SEC's regulation by enforcement model with a workable statutory framework. The Clarity Act protects software developers as well, while promoting responsible DeFi innovation. So the people that are building the D-apps that will make XCN explode as well, right? The fundamental D-apps. They will make sure that interacting with DeFi are not subject to tailored risk management, cybersecurity, and compliance standards, right? And it also cracks down on illicit finance. The Banking Committee's market structure bill takes hardline approach to illicit finance while preserving innovation and civil liberties, right? So I think the Clarity Act is really going to be the catalyst that takes XRP, XCN, Quant to those next levels, right? So Trader Trunks, XCN leading the way after market bleed, and it's forming a falling wedge here. Cryptology, have you also know that's at Shane and Onyx, XCN are the same logo. Very interesting stuff. Happy weekend, XCN family. The charts are just one part of the story. The real value is in the community and the tech being built, and that's all I care about, right? The fundamentals, right? So right now we're at resistance for XCN. You could see another pullback while we continue to stair step higher, right? And one more tweet right here, just to finish it up. This is from Cesar, Crypto Cesar. This is who I first heard about XCN from, but you know, I decided to be a bit more strategic, and then started, you know, talking about the project around these levels that it's at right now. Because now, if you take a look at the 1 month on CMC, 1 year chart, it's on a massive dip compared to where it was at. So this is when you DCA. This is when you buy, in my opinion. When everyone is fearful, everyone thinks it's going to zero, that's when you buy. So I may have been late to the bear market for what it is. My two biggest bags are XCN and BCH. Both have outperformed BTC and other charts since 2023, ever since the lows in November and onward. That's all I care about. That's what you look for, right? One of the best TA guys, Benjamin Cohen, says, don't sell your losers, or don't sell your winners for losers. Focus on your winners. And I think XCN is a winner, right? So as always, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. None of this is financial advice. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the videos, join my Discord. Link to that is in the description. And support the Clips channel. I have no paid groups, so I have made a Clips channel for like quick 1 to 2 minute videos that help support my main channel, right? So as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in.